Hey there, my name is Pravus and welcome back to more Humankind, currently playing as the Joseon culture, or the Koreans, I suppose. And we are fighting against our hated rival, the Mycenaeans. 2 cities are down. There's one more territory up over here that we should probably go and grab. And that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Let's go ahead and start moving our units off in this direction in anticipation. I am a little bit worried about our neighbors, the Poles. They hate me. They broke their alliance with me. Who the heck knows what's going to happen with these guys? I'm kind of thinking we really are going to need to start getting a large army together to ward them off. Especially when they are eventually done finishing fighting their war against the Haudenosaunee, whatever, you get the point. So for that, we're going to need a lot more money generation. I'm kind of thinking we need to change up some of our cities. I still think that science and industry are going to be king. Food is good for pops, but ultimately not what's crucial. I think it may be time for us to go ahead and start swapping at least a few of them over to a money focus. This city we don't care about. Thebes, you actually have so many industry slots, it's kind of ridiculous, but this city's really good for that, so I think we just go ahead and leave that kind of as is for the moment. What else we got up over here? You aren't currently working on anything, let's fix that. We could get the high furnace for a bit more industry on makers districts. You do have some rocky fields and mountains. I suppose getting a stoneworks isn't that bad, and then we should probably focus on some science, or maybe some additional districts. 16 industry or 18 food. Yeah, you don't make a whole lot of food and you've only got 14 pops. I think we could go ahead and place down one of these farms. And I am going to move 3 of you over to science because I still think... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, I think that's more important, but we need to make sure we have at least enough food to keep growing. Never mind. We were fine where we were for the time being. Okay, that's all looking pretty good. Over here in Wakusani, or sorry, Wasukani, doing fine, mostly working on some industry as well as some science buildings. Maker's Quarters here, then we're going to start making some money. Ioclos we just conquered. This is a new territory, and apparently, by the way, we can spend our influence to get a harbor. I guess I might as well place one. I think we're going to end up having a city down in this direction, so yeah, we'll attach it. Let's give them a harbor. That can only be good, right? Mycenae seems to have plenty to do, and then there's Memphis, of course. So do we want to start just training up some armies? Maybe, actually. I mean, I could eke out a little bit of extra... Oh, this isn't bad. More experience when creating units. Maybe we should start doing that. After we start making some money, maybe we should start doing that. We need to have a city or two that is dedicated to some really good unit production. Having more experience has to be a good thing for me, right? Alright, so out over here, we found out that there is an independent little city-state hanging out, who I have not yet met, and I would like to meet because maybe with my huge amounts of influence we can convince some independent cities that they want to join me and my faction. That would be fun. That actually would be really good. It would let me get a lot of important cities out here. So yeah, we're shooting for that. As far as research, we're working on patronage. This should be a pretty good tech because as long as we have the majority of a particular resource in the world, we should start getting a wondrous effect. In fact, it seems to say that we're getting this already, but I don't already have patronage. So maybe I'm misreading how that works. As far as stars, by the way, we only need 1 more to gain another military star. So we should probably, you know, go kill some people. Yeah, we don't want to finish our war against the Mycenaeans yet. We want to kill at least 1 more unit. I don't care necessarily if I take their last territory, unless it's not a... Oh, no, it's a city. Darn it. Okay, I think he actually just turned it into a city just now. Ah, darn it. All right, fine. Well, find this 1 unit and kill him. Kill him now. And we will get our star, and then I don't really care what I do with him. We can just run out the clock at this point. We have some settlers on the way, and they are going to create a city for me over there. You are going to get out onto the shore, or apparently you can't yet. Fine, fair enough. If we can claim some territory, by the way, I think that also counts toward an important star. Yeah, 3 more provinces. Between the city and maybe settling down a couple more outposts, we actually can probably move on to the next era pretty soon. Looks like the Haudenosaunee feel differently about me, and the Poles have ended sharing of maps. Okay, and we have some osmosis events. Well, that's going to be fun. Thank you for the free science. There's patronage done. A little bit early. Excellent. Mutinous and Knossos. Not much I can do about that. In Memphis, then, we should be able to start sending down some incense manufactories, which gets me money as well as exploits the resource and gets me some fame. Can only be built once in the world. Really? Well, then I guess we might as well go ahead and upgrade that. In fact, I'll say that's the higher priority. Let's go ahead and finish that. What other resources could I possibly do this with? Marble manufactory cannot be done without strategic resource deposits. Why can't I do this here? Enough. Oh, do you have to build this manufactory in order to then gain the wonder benefit? So if I had more marble, I would be able to do this. Oh, that could be exactly how that works. Maybe. All right, what about up over here where we have salt and stuff? I'm just curious. I'm still learning, trying to figure out how some of this works. It looks like I can't do anything over there. All right, never mind. We'll worry about that another time. Research, what do we want? Let's remember that I don't need to get every single research in the guild. Some of them are good, but I don't need to get some of them. Guilds, however, could be good if I am going to start moving some pop over to getting money, because this just makes them that much more effective. That said, there's probably better things to get, like the movable typeface, so you can get a lot more science. Yeah. That's pretty good. Supply lines. Thoroughfares create roads between outposts. Misspelled, by the way. That's between, not between. It's a bit of a funny thing to miss. Spoils of war I don't care about. Naval artillery, unit slot for each army, and a unique unit. But I don't have enough saltpeter to make that work. I mean, having extra unit slots per army is pretty solid, I'm not going to lie. Money on outposts, banking. And this also appears to be... Oh, wait, trading level 2. We can't have that, I don't think, until we have trading level 1. Yeah. This could be really good for me because it gets me money and it gets me science. After that, I think we move to the movable typeface. I'm hoping I don't need to swap over to some more military techs. But why would I, really? Because... Let's see, can I get in... You guys can't go anywhere, apparently. I don't have the saltpeter and stuff in order to justify getting some additional stuff. And by stuff, I mean, like, higher-level military units. Like, until I find something with a strategic resource I can actually make use of, this isn't going to do me a whole lot of good. Let's make sure these armies get healed up. All right, fine. Moving on. Memphis gains some population. That's good. End of a foreign war. All right, the Poles and the Haudenosaunee are not fighting each other anymore. So we have our manufactory on incense. Does this mean that I now get the benefit? Yes, 20% more money on all cities. Okay, so not all resources need a manufactory, but some do, and if you have at least half of the world's supply, you could do something with that. Very cool. Okay, so if we had a bit more ebony, for example, I would be able to do this. Access from Knossos. Ambergris, wish we could have more of that. Mercury, I'm getting some from the Poles, but that's kind of it. Interesting. Okay. Okay, no, fair enough. Good to know. Trait route blocked. They're stopping me from getting all of my Mercury, and we're no longer selling them some ambergris. Well, there you go. Poisoned apples. With transoceanic trade bolstering the Empire's coffers, the people are enjoying an influx of exotic fruits and vegetables of many shapes, colors, and tastes. However, not all the produce is being well received. One succulent red fruit from the nightshade family is being blamed for the deaths of some wealthy citizens. Outlaw persimmonians. Or parsimonian. What? Parsimonious. It's not persimmons. What is this? I don't know. Anyway, gain a lot of money, lose a lot of science, or gain research and lose some money. On Thebes? Yeah, I suppose we do this. We're gonna continue working with the research there. I feel like an idiot, but am I an idiot? Like, what was that? What was that word? I don't know. Let's see. We need to move you guys down here, and then the cavalry will be in a position to hopefully intercept these guys. I don't want them to be able to retreat. Can we actually just attack them from here, and they have nowhere to go, and I can just kill them? I'd like to try to do that. Let's just see. Manual battle. Okay, he is gonna fight this. That's great. And honestly, we can just end deployment now because I'm just here to kill one person. It's just a lonely spearman. I'm actually being a little bit mean-spirited and fighting you like this, but I need the extra Eris stars, okay? He's kind of important. Let's move you out of the way. Let's move you up. Are we not actually going to be able to kill you this turn? Oh, we did. There we go. All right, thank you. That's an Eris star. Boom! All right. Well, we've had a very militaristic era. So what do I need for my next things? It looks like just 3 territories, a few more districts, a few more pops, a heck of a lot more influence and stuff. I never seem to get things like the influence stars, and I feel like I've been producing a pretty good amount. Or a lot more tech. All right, my belief is we should go ahead and start pulling some of these guys. I also think we should go ahead and start moving these guys into armies together because you pay less maintenance, I think, if everyone's together as an army. So, when can you freaking disembark? You guys are taking a very long time to do that. Let's see. I want to explore, I guess, a bit down here. That's another independent city-state. Okay, we need to go meet them, for sure. Spend influence, try to get them to like me so I can integrate them into my empire. And then we need to just go ahead and conquer some more outposts. For sure. Okay, can't go that way, it turns out. Some good mountains over here. It's like a little oasis or forest or something. All right. What is this? We have a battle. Really? You came and attacked me? Really? Okay. Automatic battle. Just go fight, please. I shouldn't have to do anything with this. Let the AI just finish it off for me. Pew pew. Curious how strong the AI actually can be. Are they going to play intelligently, or are they going to just suicide my units? Looks like they're playing pretty smart. They're just letting my range units do the job first. Which is good. This is what you want to see. Or even going for some sort of a height advantage. Smart. And then we finish him off. There you go. See? Nothing to worry about. You actually join up in this army. There we go. Should reduce my maintenance costs by a little. Let's just go ahead and retreat. I don't care about laying siege to you. You're going to give up in a few turns. In fact, you should just give up now if you have any idea what's good for you, but the AI isn't always smart. They're a little stubborn in that way. Let's go ahead and take another pikeman, move you here. And then I'm going to move you down, let's say, over here towards Stonehenge and let you sit in this city or something for now until I can figure out what else to do with them. Okay. Civics osmosis. No. No with this whole divine right nonsense. We've denied it for hundreds of years. I'm going to continue to deny it now. Stop it. You little boogers. Another osmosis event. I mean, these osmosis events are a pretty nice little catch-up mechanic for me. They're really kind of helping a little bit. Except for the civic stuff, which is creating instability that I don't like. What else can we do? Well, we could certainly get 12% more science in the city. That's worth a lot. Let's do that. Also, at some point, it probably wouldn't be bad to start getting some additional defenses or something if we can. Could train up an extra unit. Could also get things like a garrison. How's our stability? Pretty fine. Not much to worry about. What about some farms? 23 food there. Yeah, lets me sustain a lot more pops. 22 industry. But the city is so connected at this point. Doesn't that just kind of leave me vulnerable? Yeah, still. Or, of course, there's always science. Now, I'm thinking about leaving this spot open, surrounded by these, only because if we do eventually embrace the Turkish culture, we'd be able to get an unbelievable amount of science if we place it right here. At the same time, 22 science is still 22 science. What about money? There's not a lot of options to make good money. Like, these money-making quarters are kind of pathetic. They don't do a lot, do they? No. No, they really don't. Well, I think we'll just go for science and money. More than anything else, we go for science and money. You can get some science going as well. Several of these cities are just very behind where I need them to be. Okay, I'm still exploring this area of the New World. If we can circumnavigate the globe, that would be worth a bit of fame, too. That's not a bad idea. Hey, a curiosity. Let's grab that. We got an old hoard worth 200 gold. Thank you. Nice mountains over here. Actually, not even a bad settling spot. Speaking of settling, let's found a city. 18 and 10 or 13 and 15. I kind of like this better. So we go for that. There we go. And then we attach you. Doink. And all of a sudden, we've got a bit more to work with. We'll start with getting lots of industry. And we're getting plenty of food as well, so we're going to continue to grow. I'm not feeling too worried about it. Could exploit the horses and just get that going, and the reason I like that is it gets every city a little bit of extra food. But then we have some infrastructures. Amazingly, we started with a ton of free infrastructure. Like a ton from that settler. Wow! Dude, maybe we should just, like, buy another settler over here and just move them. Do you think that's crazy? Should we just go ahead and immediately just piggyback another settler? That way they can just lose a lot of travel time. I don't think that's a bad idea at all. We also should definitely get some additional science with our emblematic districts before we lose that, since we're getting kind of close to losing that. In fact, I hate to say it, but I think these are a higher priority, because if we are going to be moving on to a new era in the next turn or two, I'm going to wish that I had all of these built out. Okay. Followed by... not the best districts. 16 food there. 13 science. We need to get this city stronger, but there's not like rivers and stuff. We're going to depend on probably attaching another territory. What if we attached one like over here, actually? Oh, yeah, like 14 and 26. Perfect. Let's go ahead and establish a territory over here, an outpost. We can bring this on. That'll work. Okay. So these armies are all coming home. We can upgrade a lot of units. I'm just going to need a lot of money to make that work. And that's one of the reasons I'm debating whether I should be swapping a lot of my economy over to some money now.
Why are you here?
You are still a few turns away from being done. So we're making plenty of money over here. In Thebes, not much I want to change here. Parsa, we could probably pull a few people over, but let's not do that yet. Mykene, still doing pretty good. Yeah, there's not a lot I want to change in most of these cities. I think they're kind of they just kind of are what they are right now. Okay, the Poles have become the Zulu, another militaristic culture. That's good. Yep. Yeah, it seems like... okay, so here's what I'm sort of sensing from the AI. It seems like they kind of pick a theme. Like, I'm going to be an industrial civilization. And then they just kind of choose cultures that go for that for, like, most of the game. In this case, the Zulu have been playing a militaristic style of Civ for a very long time. Very long time, in fact. Okay. So 2 turns until this is done. We definitely need to go meet these other people. Battle for the Mind. Great city of Memphis bursting at the seams. We can study and gain science on 7 cities. Faith or industry. At the end of the day, I'm going to go for the science here. How much science are we getting right now? You know, almost 1,800 per turn. We've definitely improved. You know, a bit better than we were, you know, a couple videos ago. All right, you guys just sit tight for a minute. The Haudenosaunee have become Mexicans. Okay. Mycenaeans have a war support of 20.
What do you
It's going down fast. What's this over here? Could we buy anything from you? We could buy the ebony. Yeah, I'll buy that. Coffee? Food per farmer? No. Marble per industry per worker? Maybe. Obsidian, 2%. Incense? Wow. Yeah, if I could buy out your incense, apparently I would get a lot of extra money. It seems like this would pay for itself, right? Am I crazy? It seems that way. Let's go ahead and buy that. I have no idea what's going on that other continent, by the way. Hey, there is a independent city over here who is locked out to me right now because it looks like the Haudenosaunee have managed to make them love them. Okay. Nothing we can do to the Parthians, then. That's fine. I didn't want to do anything to you anyway. Money? Science? Science. 342 right now. We're making 600 industry per turn right now. Wow. Your population's 27. This would just get me 27 science per turn outright. This would get me more than that. Like 38 or so. So we should definitely do that. I still don't think we need to invest in any walls or anything. I might want to get myself something like an armory just so we can have some extra experience, because we might train units over here in Thebes. I could see that being a thing, could you? I think so. One fun thing about expanding out to these areas is maybe we can start finally getting some more population. The Josian or the... yeah. Maybe we can start finally getting some population and we can get some additional tenants. That could be nice. All right. We have some sort of an event here. The riches of far shores. Word has arrived that your bravest, most intrepid sailors have crossed the wild seas. I'm aware. Seize resources. 30 war supports increased when declaring war on relations. Or 20% required resource deposits to create a wondrous resource deposit. Oh. When declaring war on relations. This I don't know if I understand. As opposed to this I get, but would I benefit from this? Maybe. I don't know if there's any resources we would gain an immediate benefit from on that. Maybe not. New grievance available up over here. The Mexicans stole population from me.
Let us see what is possible.
I'm not going to make a demand on you right now because I don't think there's much I can do about it. Although, there may very well come a point where I attack you again and just try to take that city from you. I could see that being a thing. Found some iron over here. Oh, and another independent city-state. Alright. Gosh dang it, I can't find a way up here. Let's go ahead and travel up the river, I guess. There's even a curiosity. Not to mention, 2 sources of gemstones? Ooh. Me thinketh I should probably set up an outpost over here, too. Whether I use it immediately, I don't know. But it would be pretty good. You attach. That's my Aristar, Dunskies. And you could place down another emblematic district, but not a very good one. Okay. I still really want to get this settler going, but I don't think we're going to be able to get another emblematic district on them, so we're going to ignore that for the moment. We should probably embrace a new culture now, and see if we can snag an important wonder. The question is who to get. Persians, pretty decent. Shared project industry costs like wonders go down, not bad. Constructibles, I don't know what that means exactly, but I think it's buildings. Or infrastructure, like districts and infrastructure, but not units. So it's pretty strong. Money, so it's a makers and a market quarter. That's not bad. It would let me continue building up my industry while also getting money. But there might be better options. These guys are okay. Austro-Hungarians, lots of influence, which would allow me to start pushing back a bit on the Polish culture conversions, but at this point, I think too little too late. British, money and science, mostly money, French, very good, actually, just straight out science. Like 10% more science in all cities. This alone will be worth like a couple hundred more science per turn, just like immediately. Also, pretty good heavy cavalry, and I should have all the strategics I need for this. I wouldn't mind having a unique cavalry that actually lasts for a good long while in the game. This could be pretty good. Yeah, I kind of like the French. Right now I'm thinking French or Persians make sense. Siamese, yeah, also more market and makers' quarters, not that different. Good for trade, really. Russians, no. Italians, influence. Germans, no. The works here are okay, and the U-boat's nice. Oh boy. French or Persians? I still feel like I need a technological advantage, and I'm behind, and this is my best way to get on top of that. Also, I like this unique unit. I think we're going to go for the French. So let's go ahead and adopt this. That's a very powerful ability. It gets me immediate benefits and some really good late-game benefits. Lots and lots of science. Like, that will always, always, always be really good, right? It's kind of my philosophy on this. All right, let's go ahead and end the turn. That's going to be a culture conversion for me. Boom, we are now going to be in the industrial era. And no, we did not immediately get another star or era star, did we? And we finished the movable typeface. I don't know how that star worked out. Maybe we actually got a retroactive star and I didn't even realize it. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, alright, so let's see if we can claim a wonder. Statue of Liberty. Or, which is okay only if you have lots of territories in my sphere of influence. If you're playing the cultural game, it's good. We are not. Eiffel Tower gets me industry per population. On all cities? Yeah, this is pretty good. So wait. 1 industry per population of this city on all cities? Or all cities benefit from population? Well, regardless, we're claiming the Eiffel Tower. I mean, 1, it makes sense. We're French. But, you know, 2, it'll be fine. Also, I gotta say, I just like the look of my character now. You know, it's like, bonjour, je suis Pravus. You know, it was pretty cool. All right, more osmosis events. Nah, we don't care about any of that. Good lord, more osmosis events. All right, free science. Boom, boom. What should I spend it on? Great question. What should we spend it on? We could move on to things like Encyclopedia, get the Academy. I don't have saltpeter, so no. Steam engine. Ooh, better colonies. Start with all infrastructure from Era 1 to 4? All? All the ones I've researched, or all of them, period? Because, if so, that's really good. Train stations for pollution. We could access coal. Do I have coal? Okay, I see coal up here. Doop, 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 doop. We do have coal. Okay. And what about the strategic resource that was unidentified here? Another coal. Okay, so we actually could get 2 coal sources in the Empire. That's pretty decent. Not to mention, if we're going to be placing down another city in a little bit, if this just makes me placing down colonies that much better, why not? Yeah, this could also lead to things like the scientific method, which gets me 20% on research quarter industry costs. We build more research quarters. Okay. Fertilizer, good if you have saltpeter and coal. I'm only going to have one of those things. Symposium. Yeah. Propellers. Whale fishing. We will eventually be able to get the steam frigate. That'd be pretty good. There's line formation. I need to get that. Also, howitzers could be good. Carbine. Yeah, there's a few things we need here. But not to mention the money. Just straight up, I need lots of money, don't I? Okay. Where are we going to place down the Eiffel Tower? Answer, of course, is probably going to be in Thebes. Place you down over here. That would take 17 turns. Well, we'll finish out the Inventor's Workshop for the science first. Then, yeah, let's go ahead and get started on that. That seems really good. As for our district, just outright science per pop, which means the higher our populations are, like this, just lots and lots and lots and lots of science. I mean, what's not to love? This is just like 39 science for every territory we've claimed. 41 up here. Like, look how much stinking science we'll start getting. This is why I wanted to go for the French. I just hope it wasn't a mistake. 39 here? Yeah. But I still wonder, could we get some really good benefits over there? We should just build it anyway, screw it. 37. This is just so much science. It's ridiculous. More important than money right now. You don't have as high of a population, but you'd still benefit. 27 science in 2 locations over there. Sure, then you can go ahead and start working on the Eiffel Tower. Help that out. When is this war going to be over?
Why are you
Next
here?
turn. All right. You are going to need some districts. 25 science there. Sure. You've only got 1 territory, so there's not much you can do beyond that. Your population's a little on the low side for my tastes. Let's try to get some more food going. You've got the stability for it. 28. I mean, that's literally better than the Alchemist's Workshop, and it can be built in only a couple of turns. Gosh dang, that's solid. That is so strong. Me likey. All right, so this settler will be done in a moment, and we'll be able to start sending them off somewhere. You are going to set up a new outpost and claim this territory. Thinking right along here, probably with the river, is the best way to go. And then beyond that, let's start heading up... Oh, wait, this is the city. Okay, head up over here, and we can meet these people next turn. I'm debating whether or not I should go ahead and start upgrading some units. The only reason I'm hesitant is because it increases my upkeep at a time I don't necessarily need it. That's the only reason I'm a little concerned about doing that. I'm going to start moving this army down over here because we should be able to join them up with the 2 elephants. Actually, move them up over here to Knossos. Yeah, the elephants can meet up with them over here. That way we can have them conjoined up into one big army. I've only got 18 military units. It's not a lot. Oh, hello. How are you? I don't want to provoke you. So I'm not going to. I'm going to simply sail around. If only we had upgraded you to a 3-masted ship. We are kind of close to being able to circumnavigate the globe. Not far off. Still trying to follow the edge of this continent and see what's going on. But the good news is it looks like the AI really hasn't bothered with this continent at all. Which is so good for me. Because it gives me such unfettered access to tons of territory. Close to victory. Well, we should be at victory now. The Mexicans declared war on the Mongols. Okay. So, hi, how you doing? You're giving me Ioclos and Knossos. Wait, what? I can only take 1 city? Are you kidding me? After all of this, I can still only take 1 city? Are you kidding me? God, I hate this system sometimes. All right. Knossos. And I think this is the territory, yeah? So we could take Ioclos and mix these 2 together. And Knossos has only 2 pops, so if you're going to take a city, you clearly take the bigger one. So let's make sure we take specifically Ioclos and Muspelheim, which is a pretty hilarious name. We'll get a little bit of money as a result as well. Yeah, all right.
have our gratitude.
That's going to have to be good enough for the moment, unfortunately. All right, so, cool. We do get a city. It is the better of the two cities. You have a desperate need for infrastructure because the AI apparently built nothing but research quarters over here. Wow. Okay, no, fine. Let's get some food going, at least a little bit. Let's get some industry going. You need more food. Good lord, what does the AI even, like, do sometimes? Do you know? Because I don't know. Well, let's get some additional food for sure. We should be able to get some more industry on the river as well. I mean, we could spend money on this to just boost it up, but, like, I don't know, man. I'm not sure that's going to be the way to go. So let's go ahead and move up this direction.
Yes, sir.
And see if we can find their city. Apparently not. All right. Come on. Your city's up over here. How hard is it for me to actually meet you? Come on, say hi. They're just hiding on a freaking mountaintop. How irritating is that? You want to do trading luxuries. Fine. I will allow that. And a settler is done. Excellent. So, question. Ooh, there's more gemstones over here. What if we settled like in this direction? Or do we sail all the way around? I don't know. It depends. We haven't explored enough of this map to really have a good idea where we're going and what we're trying to do. You're not going to get a ton of population yet. 27 more food over here is pretty good, though. And 27 industry, yes. All right, this city can finally start getting better. Yeah, we need a lot more industry and stuff over here. I'm going to say that industry is still kind of the top priority. In this case, industry. Then you can worry about things like science. Wouldn't be bad to build an obelisk of the gods just so I can have some religious pressure out in this area. I think that's how it works anyway. Okay. So far, so good. And our science has gone up to 2100. So we've gained like 400 science in like 2 turns. That's not bad, right? That's got to be pretty good. Let's see. Do we dare go out into the wild ocean? Not yet. We have you wait for a second, and then we'll have you move up over here, and then we'll start cutting to the east and see if we can hook up over this way. I'm just debating whether we want to move our settlers, like, down off in this direction, like claim the iron and stuff, or if we settle a city over here, we could join these guys up. But then what happens if I do get these guys on my side? You know what I mean? Parsa apparently is getting kind of evened out on their population, but they should be bouncing back and forth between new pops all the time now, so that's a thing. Really want to get that Eiffel Tower going. Revelatory arts, artistic expression. Influence on market quarters or makers? Obviously on the makers' quarters, because I have a lot more of those. So that's worth a pretty hefty amount of influence. So you're going to be adding both of those. This is great. Once you're done with that, probably another industrial district, and maybe even a third. Let's build those 2 for now, though, and see what happens. So you guys... Oh, I guess... Never mind, I forgot. These elephants can't be over here anymore. Haha, right. Why am I still able to move through these guys' territory? Is that allowed? Are they gonna let me do that? Come on, Zulu. Be nice to me. We should be friends. Like, for real. I really don't know why you hate me so much. Your war support is just so exceptionally high. But you refuse to do literally anything. Also, there's crisis. I stole Lake Hillier. I don't think I did. You may have found it first, but I settled it. So, you know, maybe finders keepers and all, but also, you snooze, you lose. I mean, these are sayings for a reason, Zulu. Just saying. All right, well, I think we need to be ending up this video here, but yeah, we're moving over to the east into the New World. I've got now 8 cities. I'm prepared to found 9th, and as soon as we meet some people over here and find this dang city, in fact, maybe we can find them now. Come on. Oh, good lord, where are they? Frickin' heck, what are these stupid mountains? Anyway, as soon as we can find these guys, I will happily spend my 14,000 influence that I've built up so that we can get them onto our side and integrate them as new cities and go over our city cap if we have to. Because there are techs that we should be able to get pretty soon that will increase my city cap. We probably already could do that. And that means we need as many cities as possible. Also, hi, Poles. I don't like seeing you being as close to my territory as you are. Yeah, we'll have to worry about that. All right, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.